How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another RC in Motion video. Today we have the shock portion of the build, and we have everything laid out here, and as always I will build one and the rest off camera. So these are the G-Made Zero shocks from G-Made, and they are about 104 millimeters in length. So we're going to show pretty much everything that comes included in the kit. You have your shock bodies, which are in aluminum. You also have your rod ends or your pivot balls, which are these, and you have your rod ends here for your shock bottoms. You also have these shock caps or spring caps. You have them in plastic, and they also include them in aluminum. And the aluminum ones are a bit tricky because you have to put the shaft first and then the rod end, which would be these. So you have several options there. It comes with all the tools necessary to tighten down the bottom, which is in plastic, which that's a real good touch. You have several options for your inner piston. You have about 4-hole, 3-hole, and a 2-hole for the inner pistons. You have some fairly medium spring rates. They're not stiff or soft, they're just right in between, so that's good. We have the shafts here, of course. They look like they're anodized metal or aluminum, whatever you want to call them, but they've been anodized pretty shiny. You have your gaskets here, your seals. This is your ring for your thread, for the threaded body, so you can put down some spring stiffness, and your E-clips, and pretty much that's everything that's inside the kit. That's everything that's going to come inside the kit, as well as a well-detailed instruction manual. Now, here inside your instruction manual, pretty much it shows you everything, so that way you're not lost in the sauce. And it gives you as well as the option parts. If you have the option parts, you can put them in. So let's go ahead and let's start assembling this shock. Like I said, we're gonna do one, and then we'll go ahead and do the rest off camera. Make sure we tighten that enough. So now let's clean up this mess here. Just a little bit of a mess. These are a little bit different than what you're used to filling or used to doing. So there we have the shock, and it looks like it's leaking from the side, but have somewhat of a rebound there, so we might have to fix that and adjust it. But it does look like it's leaking from the side, and there's no other seal that you're supposed to put on the threads. So let's just untighten it. Let's run it all the way down, and then just pull it out slightly a bit. We don't want any air in there. And that should have done it. Let's clean it up. Have somewhat of a rebound. I'd say about 50% rebound, but it looks like it's leaking. These shocks leak. So they're done, and after our failed attempts, I guess we have them done. So I went back to the drawing board and Teflon. That's what it was. I used some Teflon, just like if you were tightening some water pipe or pretty much anything that would leak, like in your sink. There you go. You just use Teflon. It won't pour out even under pressure. So I went ahead and did all 4 of them, and so far they don't leak as of right now. But it is something that they should consider over at G-Made at their quality control, or however they test these shocks. They should test every probably 50 instead of every 100 or every 1,000, because this is a faulty system. The way it's designed, it's great and amazing, but this bottom cap is terrible in design. The threads are way too thin in order to keep all that pressure, and even if you do it how the instructions state, you have to push the piston all the way down to the bottom in order to be able to tighten it down. This is going to be a lot of blowout, but you're going to be able to tighten down this nut, and I followed the instructions just like that. You guys saw it on camera, and it just kept leaking. It is terrible. It is terrible. Even if you tighten it down with some Hulk strength, it's going to keep leaking. So Teflon. That's all I can say. I mean, in the meantime, while we get some new shocks for this, because these were the shocks that I had gotten for this build. So Teflon it is. This video is about Teflon. It's not about the shocks, because these shocks are leaking too much. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this fail. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.